Imagine you're a newlywed and you and your partner are living the absolute best life you could ever imagine. You own two stunning mansions that are worth $6.3 million. And what's in the driveway of those mansions? A brand new Ferrari 488 Spider and three brand new Mercedes Benz. Your bank account casually has $13.5 million in there, plus an extra $6 million in your investments account. And what's inside your home? You have literally safes filled of solid gold bars, silver coins, and matching Rolexes that are worth $10,000 each. You're living a luxurious lifestyle, so you decide to take a honeymoon to London. That's your dream honeymoon spot. And as you walk through the airport, everything stops. Federal agents surround you and the handcuffs go on. Because that luxury lifestyle or that dream life was funded by a $1.2 billion healthcare fraud scheme. Meet Jeffrey King and Xavier.ScalesRevnue. To the outside world, they were Scottsdale, Arizona's ultimate power couple. So think back to 2022. While the rest of us were grinding at our day jobs, trading hours of our lives for regular paychecks, Alexandria and Jeffrey were casually pulling in millions of dollars a week. How, you might ask? By tapping into what might just be the most lucrative crime enterprise on the planet: healthcare fraud. Look, if you're going to pull up a heist, a bank vault only has so much cash in it, but the American health system, it's a $1 trillion money-making machine. And if you know how to exploit it, the bang for your buck is definitely worth it. But how does a couple with zero medical training pull something off like that? So over the course of just 18 months, their small-scale operation was able to build insurance for over $1.2 billion. Let's let that sink in. $1.2 billion? That's a lot of money, especially flowing through Arizona. No wonder the feds caught on. That type of money floating around shows up like a flare in the night sky. Federal investigators have stepped in and started doing a simple cross-check. They took the couple's massive medical billing records and lined them up side by side with the patient's medical records. The paperwork told an absolute horror story. They found mass expensive treatments being used on patient wounds that never even existed. They found hospice patients getting treatments that had no benefit towards them. And then the feds do what they do best. They follow the money. They traced back hundreds of millions of kickbacks as they transferred over to the Ferrari, the luxury real estate, the gold bars, and 22 million in life insurance and amenities. In the world of white-collar crime, investigators have a saying: paperwork confess long before anyone does. By June of 2024, Jeffrey and Alexandria both realized that the walls were closing in fast. They packed light and packed all the most expensive jewelry, and they headed straight towards the Arizona airport. They had booked a flight to London to flee the country. But fortunately, they never made it past the terminal. Federal agents had surrounded them as soon as they stopped at the airport. The fairy tale life they were living evaporated instantly. The government seized over $100 million in assets and froze over 28 different bank accounts. They had dropped the legal hammer hard. Xavier.ScalesRevnue was hit with 15.5 years in federal prison in order to pay $614 million in restitutions. Her husband, Jeffrey King, broke down in tears in that same exact Phoenix courtroom as he was handed 14 years in federal prison in order to repay back $605 million. At the end of their sentencing, the judge looked at them both and perfectly summarized their entire run in just 2 words: criminally greedy. They wanted to live a luxury life of riches, but now they'll be spending the next 2.5 decades behind federal prison. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Leave a like and drop a comment on your thoughts. And I really appreciate you guys if you could subscribe. We're a small channel trying to grow, so anything would help. And I hope you have a good day.